We're actually close to the Chattanooga Lodge, north of Fairbanks, and we heard about this dredge out here, and we're gonna check it out. It's commonly known as Dredge 2, and yeah, let's see what's up with it. So I really don't know anything about this dredge other than it's obvious that it ran up this valley years ago, because for the last 2 miles or so in this area, there's huge tailing piles. Obviously this thing's been ransacked. Pretty good sized dredge though. And the river way back there. I don't know what river it is. It's kind of interesting. Old piece of mining history. These are all dredge tailings up here. Quite interesting. Alright, here's a different perspective. Down here up close. The winches are all still intact. Up there, the bucket line's been removed. Got a sketchy ladder down here. I'm not sure I trust. It looks like it might still be floating. Of course, it might be resting in the exactly where it's at. Trail coming down wasn't too bad. A little steep, but just fine. All right, so we're actually on the dredge, and this is actually the second dredge I've ever been on. First one was the Yankee Fork dredge, which is up the Yankee Fork over by Stanley, Idaho. This one's pretty cool though. Look at the size of these winches. Man. The cables are actually in remarkable shape, how for the obvious age, cables were wound up. Well, these two were wound up kind of nice on these winches. Look down this. Looks like the pontoon's filling up with some water. Here's another access. This one's actually dry. So yeah, based on the depth of this is definitely resting on the ground. This was a large dredge, man. That's all the controls controlling all these winches. So yeah, there's another dredge in this area called Dredge 8, and it's actually got a tour on it that you can pay to check out. We haven't done that yet, but we figured we'd check this one out because we weren't too far from it. Drove a little out of our way. It was definitely worth it. Colby, does it get your approval? What do you think of this thing? Yeah. Pretty neat. Tammy's way up there on the hill. She's waving. Way up there. So excuse some of the vulgar graffiti on this thing. Was not put there by us. Oh wow, that's one heck of a press right there. Drill press maybe? Wow. Definitely does not look that safe, Colby, so watch your step. May have to get a tetanus shot after this. The sheer size of this thing is pretty impressive. that's down there a ways. This section's dry. I'll have to do some research and figure out how much gold this ever recovered out of this area. Because based on the tailings pile, this thing worked this area for a substantial period of time. Oh, okay, these must be the sluice runs. They must have came out the back. Yep. And then if I can get around here, I'm gonna oh yeah, see this punch plate here? Oh yeah. Definitely sluice runs that came from the center, like the buckets would drop the material and it would just make its way down and then come down the sluice runs. The larger material, Colby, would go out that center section, and then this conveyor belt back here would take all the tailings and pile it up back there. Evidently the last area that was worked by this dredge before they shut her down. I think this one's too far gone for Tony Beats to come resurrect. What do you think? Colby? What do you think, dude?
It's pretty awesome.
I think it's pretty awesome too. I am glad we came out to this one. Just so if anybody ever wants to do this, they can actually drive to the Chamnica Lodge off, well, it's north of Fairbanks, Alaska. We actually went in and asked if we needed permission to go in, and the gentleman inside pointed at the access road and said, you can drive or walk, and so we made our way over here. Yeah, Colby was saying a fire was on here. Yeah, for sure. Those were on fire. It looks like a lot of this may have burned. Ooh, that's a heck of a large grinder. Very cool. Another big ladder. Yeah, these winches are crazy. The sheer size, and this cable is all at least 1 inch in diameter. So yeah, if you know the history of Gold Dredge 2 up here, let us know in the comments. Otherwise, just another perspective way up above this thing. That side over there is where the bucket line was. This side over here was where the sluice runs and the tailings conveyor was. Still kind of there, but the conveyor's not on the rollers anymore. Pretty cool piece of mining history though. Yeah, you can see the trommel there. You see where the bucket line went around, which came up, went into that trommel that was rotating, and then it split down the sluice runs, and then conveyor dropped the tailings out there, which is why you can see those ridges out on this section out here. You can kind of see those ridges. Those were from them swinging the dredge and the conveyor dropping the tailings back there. Pretty dang cool. We're gonna keep going on our Alaskan adventure, so thanks for hanging out with us.